Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Miss P, and in today's video we are going to go over some tips and suggestions for spring cleaning. I'm not asking this to be an all-day chore. It doesn't need to clean your entire home from top to bottom. We don't need to hit every nook and cranny, and most importantly, we're not going to sit here and declutter or organize. Today we're going to do spring cleaning, some of the miscellaneous stuff we tend to overlook. If you have a family at home, I suggest making it a family affair. If you have a husband, wife, kids, grandkids, get everybody involved. You could do this of one of two ways. You can assign each person their own room and give them a list of things that need to be done, or you can give each person their own task, meaning if you want Jimmy to clean all the windows and mirrors, then he'll go through the entire home and clean all the windows or mirrors. If you want Jimmy to clean the living room, then you're going to give him a task of everything he needs to do in that room. I strongly suggest cleaning your washer and dryer. A lot of people will do research online on certain solutions to wash the washing machine with. It can range from vinegar, baking soda, Dawn dish soap, and even bleach. What I did was put a little bit of Dawn dish soap and vinegar in my washing machine. I ran a full cycle on warm water. I did take a wet cloth and wipe everything down inside and out, make sure I got the drum really good. A lot of times we do have mold and bacteria growing in there that we are unaware of. This tends to happen when you leave the lids closed for a lengthy period of time. Also, your dryer vent. Please clean that out after every single use. One of the tricks I had learned recently was to empty the lint dryer, run some water in it. If the water set in the bottom of it, then I knew it was not clean. So all I did was took some Dawn dish soap, some water, I scrubbed it really good, rinsed it out, let it air dry. I promise you this is going to really clean it out and you are going to be amazed. You could get a magic erase marker. I think Mr. Clean makes them, and you could wipe everything down. You could get a washcloth with bleach or vinegar. I tend to always use vinegar when I'm cleaning. Just make sure you wipe everything down. It's going to shine, look a lot better. The performance of your washing machine is going to actually improve. You will be able to notice a difference. As far as your dryer vent, please do that. I am so paranoid of fires, and keeping that lint trap clean is really important. I love me some dryer sheets. You can use a brand new dryer sheet and put them under the seats of your car to freshen your vehicle. Put them in your dresser drawers, underneath your bed, underneath your furniture. You can even put them inside your air conditioner, the AC filter. So when your air or your heat kicks on, a little bit of freshness comes through your vent. You can also save your old dryer sheets. I particularly love doing this because it's time to spring clean. You get it damp. Just take a little bucket with you or a little bowl. Get your dryer sheet wet, wring it out, and just wipe along the baseboards. It's going to pull up all the dust. You can even do this on your walls or around certain fixtures in your house. There's a lot more use for used dryer sheets as far as cleaning pots and pans, and we'll go over that at a later period of time. But one other thing to do in spring cleaning, now we have our washer and dryer taken care of, we want to do the baseboards. Just go around the house, do the baseboards. If you don't want to hit every room, such as your bedroom or your office, hit the main areas where people are going to see: your living room, your dining room, the hallways, your foyer. I'm telling you, the dryer sheets are going to make it a lot easier. Your couch, your chairs, your recliner, the furniture in your living room that you sit on. When was the last time you cleaned them? Well, one thing I do on our sectional, I'll get a little bit of baking soda, sprinkle it down on the cushions, the seats, even the back of the couch, the armrests. Let it set for a few minutes. Then get your vacuum cleaner. Get the attachments, hook it up, and vacuum your entire couch. Now you don't have to use baking soda. The reason why I do is it helps freshen the furniture and it helps freshen the room. But mostly you really want to concentrate on cleaning the furniture, vacuuming it. If you have a couch or a chair that doesn't have the material and say it's all wood like a rocking chair, then go ahead and get you a wet washcloth, some kind of rag with a cleaning solution, and just wipe it down. One thing we have on our furniture are decorative pillows. Now, unfortunately, the kind that's in my living room do not have pillowcases. They don't have covers where I could just take them out and wash them. So you could either throw your decorative pillows in the washing machine, wash them, and then I recommend air drying them. Or you could go ahead and get a small bowl, mix it with Dawn dish soap or even laundry detergent and some water, a light scrub brush, and just go ahead and rub the surface, clean it up. Go behind it with a wet washcloth, make sure you get all the cleaning solution off, and let it air dry. If it is a decorative pillow that's able to go in the dryer, go ahead and put it in there to help speed up the process. Okay, so we've already discussed taking care of the baseboards and getting all the little dust bunnies off from down there. Now you want to go ahead and get rid of all the cobwebs that's up along the ceiling of each room. You're going to get something that's long enough to reach. I've known people that use a broom. You could go out and buy one of those things that looks like a funny looking mop and you can adjust the pole to reach the ceiling. You could buy one of those Swiffer things. Just make sure whatever you use is long enough to reach the ceiling of each room. You want to start from one corner and go all the way around. And then when you get to where two walls meet, make sure you go up and down the wall. There could be some cobwebs in the corners of the room as well that we're overlooking. So now we've already taken care of the ceiling, all the cobwebs on the top. We've taken care of the little dust bunnies on the bottom. What do we want to focus on next? Let's go ahead and move to our windows and mirrors. Make sure you clean every window in the house and all the mirrors at the same time. Start from top, work your way to the bottom. Some people use Windex, glass cleaner, or even my personal favorite, vinegar. And I always clean my windows and mirrors with newspaper. I find it's easier and it doesn't streak, but you can always use paper towels or a cloth, whatever your preference is. Now today we're only going to take care of the inside. We're not going to do the outside of the windows, but at some point here in the near future, you are going to want to go ahead and give those some tender loving care as well. Did you remember your AC filter? A lot of people tend to overlook this. Some people will replace it once a month, 3 months, 6 months, once a year, or whenever they think about it. I personally check mine once a month. If it needs to be replaced, then I'll go ahead and replace it at that time. When I purchase my filters, I usually buy the pack that has 2 or 3 in them, so I don't have to keep making trips back and forth to the store. I do have a friend of mine who uses a more costly AC filter, and she says it's just too much money to replace so frequently. So one thing she does is grab her vacuum cleaner and one of the attachments, and she just vacuums it up. Another friend told me the brand she has is really cheap and inexpensive. When she notices her filter needs to be replaced and she doesn't have any at home, life gets in her way and she just doesn't have time to go to the store, then she will vacuum it as well and often run it under water to help clean it. Me personally, I have never done those two. I've always just replaced it with a new one. But I have always put a dryer sheet in it to help make the house smell cleaner and fresher. You don't have to. They also make these little sprays you could buy at the store and just give it a couple little squirts, 2 or 3 little squirts on your filter, put it back in, and that does last quite a while. But remember, don't forget to check your AC filter. That is very important. What about your doors? Your door handles and knobs and the light switch. A lot of people overlook those. Take a step back and look at your door. Does it look clean? Probably not. You got dust bunnies on those as well. So take a small bowl or bucket. You could put some Pine Sol, Lysol, any kind of over-the-counter cleaning solution. Again, my personal favorite is always Dawn dish soap or vinegar. I absolutely love using vinegar. So I just get a bucket, fill it up with some warm water, vinegar, get a washcloth, wring it out, and just wipe the door down, top to bottom. Just wipe it down. And then I get a dry towel, I go behind it, dry it off. The doorknobs are especially important. A lot of people forget to clean the doorknobs. You can use Lysol disinfectant spray, or even any kind of disinfectant spray for that matter. Just spray it off. You can use Clorox wipes, just wipe off the door handles. Or since you got your water and vinegar, just go ahead and get your vinegar solution. Get a wet washcloth, wipe it off, let it air dry. But you need to remember to clean your door handles. That has a lot of germs and bacteria on it, and we do forget that, as well as our light switch. Go ahead and get a wet rag, wipe your light switch off, get a spray, whatever you want to do, but please clean the door handles and the light switches. Do not forget about your bed. Go ahead and strip it down. Take all of your bedding off and throw it in the washing machine. Your mattress, if you're able to flip it over, go ahead and take care of that. If your mattress has a pillow top on it and you can't flip it over, just go ahead and rotate it on your bed. You're going to want to go ahead and sprinkle some baking soda on it. Let it sit there for a few minutes and then vacuum it up. Or you can go ahead and get some disinfectant spray and just go ahead and spray it all over your mattress. Some people do both. They'll do the baking soda and vacuum first, and then they'll go ahead and spray it. But make sure the mattress is completely dry before you put your bedding back on. Same thing with the pillows. If you're able to wash and dry your pillows, go ahead and take care of that. You could put them in the dryer, or you could send them outside to air dry. If you do not feel comfortable putting your pillows in the washer and dryer, then just go ahead and sprinkle some baking soda, vacuum it, or you could go ahead and get your disinfectant spray and spray it as well. But remember to have your pillows fully dry before putting the sheets back on. Since we're already taking care of our bed, why not just go ahead and take care of the headboard and the footboard? You don't have to spend a lot of time on it. I'm not asking you to disinfect it and do a deep cleaning. Just get a wet rag, wipe all the dust bunnies off, or get a dry rag and spray some furniture polish. Just go ahead and hit it. Do a once over, take you 2-3 minutes tops. You see, this doesn't sound so hard. And spring cleaning doesn't have to be an all-day event or even an all-weekend chore. Just go ahead and spend a couple hours at a time. You could do an hour now, an hour later on this evening, or just block out 1 hour altogether, 2 hours altogether. However much time you're able to put to the side, put it to the side, stay focused, knock out a couple of tasks. Tomorrow, you could do the same thing, or even next weekend, you could do the same thing. Don't try to stress yourself and get overwhelmed doing it all at one time or all in one day. Remember, we're not organizing and decluttering our house. You could do that for a rainy day. Right now, we're just doing some spring cleaning, things that we overlook during the wintertime, and it's time to open the windows and have a fresh start and move forward. I thank everybody for joining us today. Do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future videos. Hope you have a good one. Thank you.